Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the chamber singers, jazz band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
To promote a healthy environment for students, faculty, staff, and visitors, Itawamba Community College is tobacco-free. We appreciate your cooperation. Fans, coaches, and players, the National Junior College Athletic Association is committed to the ideals of good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play. We ask all fans, coaches, and players to show respect for the opposing team, game officials, and each other before, during, and after today's game. Throwing objects or participating in other acts in conflict with good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play are subject to ejection and prosecution. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. And now for your lineups. Leading off for your Warhawks, playing center field, number 8, Kiara Hall. Batting second, playing second base, number 26, Kenley Holcomb. Batting third, playing third base, number 28, Macy Hancock. Batting fourth in your DP position, number 6, Corey Campbell. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 23, Abigail Tucker. Batting sixth, playing catcher, number 13, EJ Cornelius. Batting seventh, playing center field, number 8, Macy Humber. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 7, Aaron Barker. Batting ninth, playing shortstop, number 19, Leah Williams. And your pitcher. And now for your ICC Indians. Leading off from Ocean Springs, Mississippi, catching, number 13, Maddie Porter. Batting second from Pontotoc, Mississippi, right field, Jory McKnight. Batting third from Caledonia, Mississippi, playing second base, number 17, Lauren Brown. Batting fourth from Calhoun, Mississippi, in the DP position, number 19, A.B. Marler. Batting fifth from Morville, Mississippi, playing center field, number 11, Lakeland Nichols. Batting sixth from Madison, Mississippi, playing shortstop, number 20, Ella Duhan. Batting seventh from Jackson, Tennessee, playing third base, number 18, Taylor Shands. Batting eighth from Pontotoc, Mississippi, playing first base, number 14, Sadie Stiegel. Batting ninth from Hickory Flat, Mississippi, playing left field, number 8, Morgan Green. And your pitcher from Jackson, Tennessee, number 7, Alyssa Cliff. Led by head coach Carson Owens, assisted by Madison Monson. Student managers Grace Randall and Brandon Pippin. Please all stand for your national anthem.
part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Good afternoon and Roll Tribe, ICC fans, and welcome to Game 1 of 2 this afternoon between ICC softball and our friends from Calhoun.
Up the bat, number 3,
out in Alabama. Adam Gore and Michael Upton here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth, getting set for that Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here from Alyssa Clift. As ICC getting set to go here, that opening pitch is going to miss for a ball, and it comes your way at 102. That's a 102 opening pitch here between ICC and Calhoun. Michael, appreciate you coming out today and spending some time with us here. Just some thoughts on the game today.
Always glad to be out here, Adam, and support our teams.
Swing and a miss for strike one. 1-1 now is the count.
It's great to have the softball team back here on campus.
Yes.
They've been gone for a month. We opened the season and the new facility here back early February, and here we are March the 3rd where we've had game on campus again.
1 ball, 1 strike. This is Hall at the plate. Swing and a miss low there for Hall. 1-2 now is the count. It'll be Hall, Holcomb, and Hancock scheduled up here for Calhoun in the top of the first. We'll give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups in the exchange of the inning. So 1-2 now is the count. Cliff getting set to deliver. Pitch on its way. That one goes up high. We're leaving the count up now at 2-2.
Going to be good to keep Hall off the bases if we can. She comes in today batting .479, leads Calhoun with 18 RBI, and also leads them with 10 stolen bases.
So this would be a big out to get her out to start with here as that pitch goes up high for a ball. 3-2 now is the count. So Clift have to battle back here, see if she can find the zone and maybe start this thing off with a Renaissance Bank strikeout to start the game here.
Yeah, try to get her to chase one that was a little bit up and away, and Hall wisely held off.
So waiting the 3-2 offering here. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there to start
Up the bat, number 26, Kinley
things
Holcomb.
off here. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com.
That is the 68th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the year for Clift, who has been phenomenal on the mound for the Indians so far this year.
Yeah, 7-1 on the season is what I've got Clift as you said, closing in on that 70 strikeout mark. So she's averaging right around that 8.5, 9 strikeouts per game. So this will be Holcomb coming to the plate now. Stands in, takes that first pitch in there for strike 1.
Holcomb, the second baseman, batting .500 on the year so far. Has 19 hits and 12 runs scored. She's also stolen 8 bases, so a lot of speed with her, just like Hall.
So waiting the 0-1 offering. That one finds the corner of the plate. 0-2 now is the count. Holcomb didn't necessarily like the call, but umpire liked it on that outside corner. You see the infield coming in here, anticipating the slap hit out of Holcomb. She's now behind the count, 0-2. Fouls that one off, and we'll sit at 0-2. Nice job finding a piece of that one. Good job by Cliff going back for that same corner, except this time maybe a little bit further out.
Yeah, like you said, getting that corner on that second pitch was key because, as we see usually, you want to establish early where these umpires like the corners. And once you've got that figured out, you can work there all day.
So waiting the 0-2 offering here after that foul ball. Pitch on its way. That one just a little bit too far outside. So that's kind of what Cliff was doing, working to see just how far out she might be able to go with that pitch. Umpire says no. 1-2 now is the count. Beautiful day for softball. Hasn't been as beautiful as the past week, and most definitely won't be as pretty as tomorrow, or tomorrow won't be this pretty with some of the bad weather moving in. As that one runs inside, nearly hits her. 2-2 now is the count. But it's good to have the ladies back home, and it's a nice day for softball.
It is, and they've had a fantastic time away from ICC. A really impressive record going and playing against some very tough competition in tournaments and in games across the South in the past month.
2-2 pitch, and she went for strike 3.
She doesn't think she did, but she definitely went around there.
That is going to be the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game
Macy Hancock.
for Clift. And now this will bring up the third baseman, Hancock, to the plate. And don't know if that was a fan or a coach.
That is a fan. I'm going to guess possibly a parent as well. He's still being pretty vocal down there in the stands.
As you kind of heard it come across the Nat sound mic there, as that pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count here. Hancock at the plate playing third base.
She comes in today batting .413, has 19 hits and 15 runs scored, has 16 RBI, second on the Calhoun team.
Swing and a miss for strike 2 there. So 0-2 now quickly behind the count is Hancock. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cliff trying to strike out the side to start the inning here. Instead, there's going to be a shot right back up the middle. Good job that time by Hancock. As it looked like Porter was set up on the outer edge, maybe just a little miscommunication on where that pitch was intended to go that time.
Yeah, and Hancock just kind of waited a little bit and then went and got it there at the right moment. Drove it right over Cliff's head into center field.
So a 2-out single there by Hancock, the first of the game, and it'll bring up the DP Campbell here for Calhoun. 2 outs and a runner on first. Cliff's in the circle here, already with 2 Renaissance Bank strikeouts on the day. This one popped up. It's going to get out of play and actually come off the pole and back in play. So strike 1. Well, Michael, we always say when you come to the ballpark, expect to see things you haven't seen before. And I don't know that I've ever seen it hit that high up on the pole and bounce back in.
We lost it with through the overhang and just heard the sound, and it came straight back down.
So 0-1 is the count. That pitch going to go high. 1-1 now is the count here in the top of the first. No score. There is 2 outs in the inning and a runner at first. That is Hancock, who singled right back up the middle. And so 1 ball, 1 strike is the situation here on Campbell, the DP. The off-speed pitch there, 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, Campbell batting .346 for Calhoun. Has 4 RBI on the year, a double, a triple, 1 home run.
And so awaiting the 1-2 offering here. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there for Clift after giving up the 2-out single. She does get 3 strikeouts to start the inning. We'll keep it here real quick and spin it over to Michael Upton and tell us about today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. And let's start with the visiting Calhoun Warhawks, who come in with a record of 9-5 on the season.
Indeed. So as you just saw in the top of the first, leading off for the Calhoun Warhawks, first off was the first baseman, number 3, Kiara Hall, playing center field. Next was followed by Kinley Holcomb, the second baseman. Batting third, and was stranded at first, was Hancock, the third baseman. And the last out of the inning was Corey Campbell, the designated player. Coming up later will be number 23, Abigail Tucker, playing left field. Then E.J. Cornelius, the catcher, batting 6th. Macy Humber, the first baseman, batting 7th. Batting 8th will be Aaron Barker, the right fielder. Batting 9th will be Leah Haynes, the shortstop. And the pitcher in the flex position today is number 27, Kaylee Williams.
I'll tell you what, neither team really wasting a lot of time between innings. Is Calhoun up and ready to go here. Let's go ahead and take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineup for ICC. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination, and Coach Owens hopes he's got that same winning combination put together here in Game 1 against the visiting Warhawks.
Leading off for ICC will be the catcher, Maddie Porter, followed by Joy McKnight, the right fielder. Batting third is going to be Lauren Brown, the second baseman, and batting cleanup will be A.B. Marlar in the designated player position. Batting fifth will be Lakin Nichols, the center fielder. Ayla Duhan, the shortstop, will bat 6th. Shands, the third baseman, will bat 7th. Sadie Stegall, playing first today, will bat 8th. And Green will run up the 9th position, playing left field.
And just got it in time as that first pitch here from Williams misses low for a ball. 0-1 is the count. I've got Williams coming in with a record of 3-1 on the season. Michael, when you have a chance, let's take a look at the rest of her stats, being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Yeah, 1 second to catch up to
no, you're good.
pitching
You're good.
stats here after getting off the.
So that pitch runs inside. 0-2 now is the count.
Here we go. Kayla Williams comes in today with a 1.82 ERA, a 3-1 record in 9 appearances. She's given up 35 hits, 21 runs, 9 of those earned, 18 walks, and 34 strikeouts.
That pitch finds the corner for a strike. I got the count wrong here. It should be 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike as the Columbus Air Force Base Jets flying overhead here with some of their training going on. 2-1 now is the count here to Porter. Mentioned Porter catching here in game 1. Looks at that one in there for a strike. Good job by Williams to come back and even up the count at 2-2.
Porter, a good player to lead off for the Indians, batting .478. Leads the team with 18 walks, is second with 12 stolen bases. So somebody that's going to get on base a lot and is going to move around once she gets out there.
So the count evens up at 2-2. Nobody on, no outs here in the bottom of the first. And that pitch just missing outside. Nice frame job there by the catcher. That was Cornelius, who tried to sell it that time, and
she did
umpire didn't buy it.
Yeah, I think he just thought it was too high to start before she framed it.
So now the count goes full here to Porter. Pitch on its way. And that one's going to be fouled off her foot, it looks like. So it'll be a dead ball. And so we'll sit at 3-2.
Yeah, I think that one just jammed her up. She looked at it, look at the last minute. She made a swing there and just got a little piece of it.
So the count will stay full here to Porter. Williams trying to get the first out of the inning here. And instead, it's going to hit her. So after the count goes full, Porter will wear one there and take one for the team as she'll head down to first base after being hit between the numbers in the back.
Number 1, Dory McKnight.
Kind of a tough at bat there. You force it to go full, and then all of a sudden, you're going to get tattooed with a hit by pitch.
Exactly. But another base on ball for her. Leads, because we don't have that hit by pitch stat separate, so that gives her 19 base on balls for the year.
Second time that she's been hit by a pitch.
Good, you got the extra stats.
Yes. You got them
they
too.
pay you.
You got them too. I printed them out for you. So either way it goes, no outs, runner at first here. And that's going to be a grounder to second. And they're going to go to second, and it will be a fielder's choice on the play there. So call that one 4-6 on the putout of Porter.
Up the bat, number 17, Lauren Brown.
So we'll keep a runner at first. And so now this will be Lauren Brown coming to the plate. That was McKnight, the right fielder, who just hit into that fielder's choice. Brown playing second base today here for ICC. She's also one of the pitchers that you could possibly see in game 2 today. McKnight goes. Throw down is not in time. What?
Now they're.
Are she saying she left early? There was no way the tag was there in time.
That's the only thing I can guess.
So race the runner. Second out of the inning. I'm going to put a question mark beside it. So that's the only thing it could have been, is her leaving early, because the tag was nowhere near it. I don't even know if the tag was made on the attempt. So we're going to say she left early. Is that pitch in the dirt for a ball? Didn't get much of an argument out of Coach Owens. He kind of just threw his arms up when he looked at the umpire, because she had a delay as well.
Coach Munson didn't really argue from first base either, so
might be one of those that, like, it's too early to argue to get them on our bad side. So that pitch missing low and outside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. We welcome those that are watching in favor of Calhoun this afternoon. Hope you're doing good and appreciate you guys tuning in here. We also welcome all the members of the ICC family checking in. If you're watching, hit us up on Twitter at Let's Go ICC, or I should say the app formerly known as Twitter, now known as X, as that pitch runs inside and it's going to hit it, or no, excuse me, ball 4. So that will be a walk issued to Brown. And now this will bring up the DP Marler to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Marler having a fantastic season for the Indians. Batting .468, 22 hits, 6 of those doubles, 3 home runs already. Leads the team with 22 RBI.
So she'll dig in here, try to spark a 2-out rally. This is that first pitch low in the dirt for a ball. So Marlar will dig in here. 2 away. Brown is at first after she was issued a 4-pitch walk. Williams still in the circle here for Calhoun. There's a hard hit ball, but the third baseman able to reel that one in, throws it across, and a nice job to get the out there and end the threat. 5-3 on the putout for those of you scoring at home. We've played one here in Fulton, still no score. We'll take a break. Hear a word from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa, have you tried the new bacon ones? There are bacon ones?
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. No scores. We move now to the second inning here between ICC and Calhoun. We do appreciate those that are tuning in here. Again, not wasting a whole lot of time between innings, and as broadcasters, you love it.
Yeah, the pace of play is great. It's one thing I learned several years ago when you first allowed me to join you up here. Is much faster pace with softball than baseball, but today is really keeping it going.
Number 23, Abigail Tucker.
So it'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters due up here for Calhoun. It'll be Tucker, Cornelius, and Humber. Cliff is still in the circle here for ICC. Struck out 3 in the top of the first. Did give up 1 hit, as her first pitch is going to be on that outer edge, and the umpire likes that outer edge despite some of the Calhoun faithful not necessarily liking those calls. 0-1 now is the count.
Tucker's batting .343 on the year, 12 hits, 9 runs scores.
That one a little bit too far outside. 1-1 now is the count.
She's got 7 RBI on the year with a double and a triple.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, top of the second, no outs as Tucker is starting us off here, playing out in left field defensively. That pitch missing low for a ball. 2-1 now is the count.
We've got the esteemed Coach Andy Kirk checking in with us today. And
yes.
He has some thoughts to help us out on that last play. Let you share that when we get a chance here.
Absolutely. Actually, I'll let you do it while since you can read that. This will be a pop-up and right back to the pitcher. Nice job there by Alyssa defending the position as it was trying to be the sneak bunt laid down that time, as she will get the out for out number 1. Michael, go ahead and, if you don't mind, kind of just read over that and then put it in your own thoughts.
Sure. So as we were trying to understand exactly why Jory got called out there in the bottom half of the first inning, Coach Kirk says if it was leaving early, it's a delay dead ball call.
That's their pitch foul back for strike 1.
Where the defense can take the result of the at-bat or the runner is out.
Okay, so that's what it's going to be then. So
that's
she
why
did. That's the reason why it was confusing me, because the original hand signal that she gave. So
I guess it
that's
becomes
what
a
we'll
choice of the other team as to if they want to allow it or not.
We learned something today. Appreciate that, Coach Kirk, as there's a swing and a miss. Strike 2 now. 0-2 is the count. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. No score. And nobody on base here after the line out on the bunt by Tucker. Back to the pitcher. This is Cornelius, the catcher. And listen to that pitch high for a ball. 1-2 now is the count.
Good idea there by Cliff, trying to get her to one that started at eye level and then just jumps up at the end. See if she can get her to chase it.
So 1-2 now is the count. Wind's blowing into the ballpark, and as I've traditionally said, if you've ever watched a long run of our softball broadcast here, 1-2 pitch is in there for strike 3.
Got her looking at that one, but she didn't complain a whole lot as she ran back toward the dugout.
Fourth Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Cliff, but no, to go back and complete that thought, and Michael, you can kind of take the note of this. If you ever see the wind blowing in the way it is now from left field, that typically means rain coming.
I think it always means. I wouldn't say typically.
Yes. This is Humber who takes that pitch low for a ball.
Yeah, anytime we've had a game here on this field prior to a storm coming in, That flag's doing exactly what you expect it to do. Otherwise, on good days, the wind's blowing right to left.
Right. And that pitch at the knees for a strike, 1-1 now, is the count here to the first baseman, Humber. She's batting in that 7 spot, trying to spark a little bit of a 2-out rally, similar to what they did in the top of the first, whenever Hancock came up with a single right back up the middle. 1-1 pitch. This one's going to be flared off, out of play, and so now we'll go 1-2.
Humber comes in today batting .455 on the year. 15 hits, 10 runs scored, 4 doubles, 9 RBI, and has a team-tied lead with 2 home runs.
So now with a 1-2 count, Cliff getting set to deliver. This one lifted out to right field. McKnight will be there for the out. So 1-2-3 inning there for Calhoun. ICC is going to be sending Nichols, Duhan, and Shands to the plate when we come back. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the second inning. No score here between ICC and Calhoun.
Off the bat, number 11, Lakeland Nichols.
And so Lakeland Nichols, the center fielder, will start us off here in the bottom of the second inning. She's batting in that 5 spot. ICC still looking for their first hit of the game. They got a hit by pitch and a walk, but couldn't really get anything going there in the bottom of the first. That pitch in there for a strike. She said that umpire likes that outer edge and maybe even a smidge off the edge there. So as a batter, you got to be ready for that.
Nichols is batting .320, leads the team on 17 stolen bases. So we'll see her speed here.
Have to hurry and gets her by a step. Just got that one there. Nice play behind the plate by Cornelius.
Off the bat, number 20.
And so 2-4, I believe, was the putout on Nichols there as the second baseman was covering. And so with 1 out now and nobody on, that was as close as you get, Michael.
It was. That bunt just died, and so it gave the catcher a great opportunity to get to it quickly. And even with Nichols' speed, was able to get thrown out just barely there.
That first pitch in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 is the count now here to Duhan. She's playing shortstop here in game 1. That pitch runs inside. Enough of the zone for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Duhan.
Ella's batting .298 on the year, has 14 hits and 18 runs. Second on the team with 18 RBI and leads the team with 4 home runs so far this year.
Awaiting the 1-1 offering here. Pitch on its way. It's in the dirt. 2-1 now is the count. Fans still making their way out to the ballpark. See member of the tennis team, that's Knox, out there enjoying some softball today. See our volleyball coaches here as well. Awaiting the 2-1 offering here. This one pulled foul and off the netting in front of the...
Some grateful Warhawks over there for that. Thankful that netting exists.
So now the count even up at 2-2. Like I said, a beautiful day to be outside. It's not too hot, not too breezy, so the wind's not going to really make it too cold today. If you're in the area, we do invite you to come out if we're playing 2. Duhan, grounder, shortstop, scoops it up, throws over in time for the 6-3 putout of Duhan.
Number 18, Taylor Shands.
So now that'll bring Shands to the plate. She's playing third base today, batting in that 7th spot. We're going to try to see if ICC can find their first of the game. Williams right now, other than the hit by pitch and walk, has been a tough riddle for the Indians to figure out.
Shan's batting .366 on the year, 15 hits, 12 runs scored. She's got 7 doubles and 3 home runs.
And taking a lot of time getting the pitch call from the dugout, so Shans will step out and reset. This one's popped up, could be trouble. Shortstop's not going to be able to get there.
Good job of just seeing that pitch, kind of a slow floater on the inside. She just gets it in there and lifts it right over the shortstop's head.
So right on cue, I said we were looking for our first hit, and there it is. So each team with 1 hit in the game right now. This is going to be Stegall coming to the plate. 2 outs and a runner at first.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to say we're looking for our first home run of the day. So
I'll tell you
if
what.
You can ask for a single and get it. I'll ask for a home run here.
We'll most definitely take it, and this is a young lady that can provide it. As what a sophomore season Stegall is having. She looks at that first pitch high and outside for a ball.
Yeah, the Pontotoc native batting .400 so far. 14 hits, 2 of those doubles, 1 triple, 3 home runs. Second on the team with 21 RBI.
She's got a 1-0 count here. Turns on that one, fouls it off. 1-1 now will be the count here on Sadie. Multiple sports standout. She was a member of the volleyball team. And really has come into her own here of late. Had the game-winning hit against Shelton in a 2-1 win in 9 innings in the last outing. Rips that one, but a nice play at third as it took a high hop. She'll scoot that one over for the 5-3 putout. So both teams have got a hit now, and both teams have left runners stranded. We played 2 here in Fulton. Still scoreless. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the 3rd inning. 8-9-1 batters due up here for Calhoun. Is that pitch going to miss low for a ball? This is Barker at the plate, playing in right field, batting in that 8th spot. Cliff still in the circle here for ICC.
Barker's batting .304 on the year, 7 hits, 7 runs, couple of RBI.
Hard hit ball is going to go to second, scooped up, thrown over in time for the putout. That's Brown coming in and making the play there for ICC, 1 away.
Up the bat, number 19, Leah Haynes.
So with 1 away now, we'll go to the number 9 batter. This is going to be the shortstop, Haynes, coming to the plate. Don't know if she's any family of the infamous Buddy Wayne Haynes.
Well, she should be so lucky, I'm sure.
So she'll dig in here, waiting for the first pitch from Clift. That went in there for a strike. Alyssa throwing the ball well today, doing a good job of getting ahead of the batters.
And good time that's catching the other corner as she's worked well against those left-handed batters. Now catching the right-handed batter on that corner as well.
0-1 is the count here to Haynes. Big swing and a miss there. 0-2 now is the count.
Haynes a .238 batter so far on the year. 5 hits, 6 runs scored. That's 5 RBI.
So she's working with an 0-2 count here. And that one's going to miss outside that time, 1-2. Not a bad spot to miss. See if you couldn't get her to chase one there. Good patience on the part of Haynes, who was behind the count 0-2. See Dr. Allen making his way out to the ballpark today. As this one fouled right back. We'll sit at 1-2.
He's had an eventful weekend, and he had lots of extracurricular activities going on.
Yep. It's been a fun weekend. 2-2 now. Or the count says 2-2. I thought it was 1-2, but we'll sit on this pitch here. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Another clutch strikeout there, the 5th of the game for Cliff. So out of the 9 that she saw, 5 of them fell victim to the strikeout, 1 of them looking. And now we'll go back to the top of the lineup here in Hall.
She led off the game with strikeout, top of the 1st.
And boy, it takes a real aggressive swing at the rise ball there. Misses. 0-1 now is the count. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on here for Calhoun. We're in the top of the 3rd inning here. Still no score. As that pitch finds the corner for a strike. 0-2 now is the count here to Hall.
Yeah, these batters are going to have to figure out how to adjust to that corner strike that the umpire's been very consistent on.
So he's giving it to both teams, and at the end of the day, that's really what you're wanting. Is that one just missing for a ball? Again, good patience by Hall at the plate to hang off on that one. 1-2 now is the count. So waiting the 1-2 offering here. Cliff's pitch on its way, and this one's going to be fouled off, so we'll do it all over again. About hit my crawfish guy down there. Everybody's needs a crawfish guy. Well, I got mine and Michael Green, who is out enjoying the game today, as that pitch fouled off. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout there as Cliff records her 6th of the game. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Try Little Caesar's Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin! It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust, with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious Stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the 3rd inning. ICC to be the 9-1-2 batters due up. And Green will start us off here for ICC. And true to form, the umpire staying right there on that corner. 0-1 is the count here to Green.
Green's batting .355 on the year so far. 11 hits and 15 runs scored. 3 of those being doubles. Also has 5 RBI.
She kind of pulled out of that one that time, trying to pull it down the line. 0-2 now is the count here to Green. She's playing out in left field. I believe she's listed as a utility player, one of those that just put her out there and she wants to make something happen. Williams has given up 1 hit. That was back in the last inning, but nothing going. There's that pitch high for a ball.
Can't get Green wisely not chasing that one.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Green starting us off here. Porter and McKnight would be up next. 1-2 pitch. Dribbler to the second baseman, scoops it up, no issue there. Throw across the way for the out. 4-3 for those of you scoring at home.
Up the bat, number 13, Maddie Porter.
So with 1 away now, this will bring Maddie Porter to the plate. Porter was hit by a pitch after fouling off a couple of pitches and then forcing the count to go full. The payoff pitch just right between the numbers. But she was erased on a fielder's choice. So that was almost insult to injury. Porter takes a look at that first pitch, missing low for a ball. Basketball's on the road tonight. They're at home for the regular season finale. Lady Indians and Indians have both secured that first round bye in the playoffs. ICC just playing for maybe secure some seeding in the women's side, and that pitch runs inside for a ball. For the men, they got to get a little help, but if they can get a win tonight over Holmes and then Hines upset Jones, then ICC will share the conference championship, but due to tiebreaker will be the number 1 seed in the tournament and will host the Region 23 tournament.
So we're all going to be pulling for Hines tonight then.
Exactly. As that pitch missing low for a ball. 3-0 now is the count here to Porter.
Speaking of Hines and their alumnus of the year, Dr. Jay Allen's just walked into the Alumni Foundation broadcast booth here.
3-0 is the count here to Porter. And she will draw the walk. So much easier job getting on base this time versus last time when she was hit by a pitch. But she's been on base twice today. As we said, race on a fielder's choice, and now this is going to bring up McKnight to the plate. McKnight grounded out to second. That did erase Porter. So ICC trying to see if they can get something going here, Michael.
Yeah, I need it. And then that kind of weird first inning where Porter gets hit but gets erased on the fielder's choice. Then McKnight has what we believe a clear steal but didn't get caught for leaving early. So ICC looking to get a little more production out of the top of the lineup than they did in the first.
That pitch high for a ball. This is McKnight, who's playing in right field. Runner at first. We'll see how aggressive ICC is on the bases here. As they have stole a few this season. As that pitch across for a strike.
Porter standing down at first is second on the team with 12 stolen bases. She's been caught twice, but those are pretty good odds.
So 1-1 is the count. 1 out, runner at first. McKnight asking for time. Umpire didn't give it to her. There's a line drive over the head of the second baseman, and that'll drop for a base hit. Great job. Second hit of the game there. McKnight with her first of the afternoon. And go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. Just put it out there, and a nice job there. Runners on first and second now for the Indians.
Yeah, with the defense playing way in on McKnight, expecting her to bunt or slap something, even though it was a shallow hit into right field, there's no chance of getting the runner at second.
First time today that ICC has had a runner in scoring position, as this will be Brown, who walked and was left stranded. And her only appearance so far fouls this one back for strike one. So 0-1 is the count here to Brown. She's playing second base. Good speed on the bases right now for ICC and Porter and McKnight. Anything down to the outfield could very well score a run here for the Indians. Williams trying to get out of a little bit of a jam here. There's a shot. It's going to get through past the second baseman, and a great job there.
Heck of a throw from the right fielder.
To get that ball back in a hurry there. They were kind of playing the right fielder in and up a little bit, so that also helped. But now you got Ducks on the Pond being brought to you by Samstown Market in Manatee. Bases loaded, and this is going to be Marler coming to the plate, but it looks like we'll have a quick meeting in the circle here. Let's take the time out and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Just a brief meeting in the circle there, making sure everyone's on the same page. Ducks on the Pond here for the Indians. That's being brought to you by Samstown Market. Our good friend Sam Ferris and company down there, proud to sponsor ICC Athletics. And I tell you what, a good old ribeye from Samstown sounds really good right now.
Oh, and some of those sweet potatoes and the corn that he keeps there
Yes.
too, man. You can make a good meal.
So stop by and see him right there in the heart of Manatee. That's Sam Ferris at Samstown Market. This is Marler at the plate. Takes that first pitch high for a ball. She grounded out 5-3 on a nice play on a hard hop by the third baseman, Hancock, back in the first inning, actually to end the first inning.
She's got a team leading 22 RBI. Would love to see her add to that right here with the bases full. Only one out.
Yeah, and a dangerous bat, too, because she gets squared up on one. It can travel a mile and kind of spread out our company out there in the golf carts in center field. Would love to see that. As that pitch up high. Looks like they're not going to intentionally walk her, but not give her anything
it
that she can
definitely
get.
looks like they're pitching away from her, not trying to minimize their risk here.
So 3-0 now is the count. Marlar will dig in. You imagine the red light to be on here for Marlar. It was, and she walks, and ICC will score the run. Michael, I do believe we're both correct in thinking that was an unintentional, intentional walk. And ICC steals home.
Way to go, Jordy. When you're not paying, you can take advantage of that.
So ICC caught him napping there, being aggressive on the bases. So that'll be an RBI on the walk for Marlar. That scored Porter, and then it was a stolen base for McKnight that puts 2 on the board here for ICC. And so now Indians with just runners on first and second.
Up the bat, number 5.
Thought maybe we were going to have a pinch runner talking to the umpire, but no.
And it's actually going to be a pinch batter coming in. This is going to be Houston Ray Grantham. Also goes by HR. Talked with her mom while we were down in Florida, and actually kind of an interesting story here. She didn't have the hyphen between Houston and Ray until she started college. She was always known just as Houston, Ray being her middle name.
Right.
But she goes by Houston Ray.
Like a double first name.
Yeah, but nobody really knew that, so they went ahead and added the hyphen. I don't know legally or not, but that's what her mom said. Went ahead and added the hyphen, so instead of people calling her Houston, they know now to call her Houston Ray, or as she likes to be called, HR.
If her mama calls her that, that's what we're going to call her.
Absolutely. I like that. Dr. Allen says we'll call her Houston-Ray. So the Calhoun coach is wanting to discuss things with the infield umpire here, as don't know if a dead ball was called or not, but ICC did steal home, kind of caught Calhoun napping. Let's see if we can go back and kind of look at that whole series over again, but as soon as I hit replay, they're going to break things down here. But you see Marlar heading down. Time is not called here. The pitcher is walking towards the back of the circle, and no, there was no dead ball or anything called, so a great job there by ICC to get the run across and take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. And this is first pitch high for a ball. Having to kind of get my wherewithals reset here. HR at the plate. She's batting in place of Nichols right now. So she's got a 1-0 count. And fouls that one off. And that even things up at 1-1.
Grantham has had limited plate appearances so far for the Indians, but she does have 3 runs scored on 2 hits, a triple, and a couple RBI. She's also walked 3 times, so continue to try to take advantage of the opportunities that she does get.
So 1-1 now is the count, 1 out. Runners at first and second here for the Indians. This one popped up, foul territory. Third baseman, great effort, just couldn't get to it.
Into the gravel too, so good effort.
She is a much more team-oriented person than I am. I see the gravel coming, I ain't making the dive after that.
That is Macy Hancock, a sophomore from Huntsville, Alabama, playing third base for Calhoun today.
So 1-2 goes the count here on Grantham after that foul ball. As we said, heck of an effort over there at third by Hancock. And that pitch just missing low. Another good frame job there by Cornelius. Just couldn't quite get the call there. Now the count evens up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Indians struck for 2 after a bases-loaded walk, pushed across the run, and then McKnight stole home all in the same play. 2-0 now is the score here in the bottom of the third. Grantham awaiting the pitch. That one missing low and outside for a ball. Now the count goes full at 3-2.
Good job by Grantham here to make the most of this at bat. Push it full. See if she can get a pitch to work with here.
Williams trying to find the second out of the inning. Pitch on its way. This one ripped in, off the top of the dugout and bounced back into play.
Second shot of the day right out the Calhoun dugout. The first one, the net caught that one. Getting the top of their dugout. Missing a few heads on the way back down.
So the count will stay full at 3-2. Looks like we got a little bit of action in the bullpen going for Calhoun in this situation. Can't pick up the number. And that's going to be a walk. Nice at bat there by HR to draw the walk. And the bases will be loaded once again here for the Indians.
Off the bat, number 20, Emma Duhan.
Well, one thing's for certain, you got to kind of be awake here whenever ICC does have runners in motion, as we'll get a substitution back in. Will be Nichols coming to run in place of Grantham. And now we've got another pitcher coming in to work. So two of them getting loose in the bullpen.
Number 24, Haley Newman, a freshman from Harvest, Alabama, that I can see. And one on the far left, I don't have an angle on.
It's either 5 or 6. So it's going to be 5.
Trinity Britnell, right-handed pitcher from Moulton, Alabama.
So bases full of Indians here. Ducks on the Pond being brought to you by Samstown Market in Manatee. That pitch missing outside for a ball. This is Duhan at the plate. Again, remind you, they got a butcher's shop out there at Samstown Market in Manatee. Go by and you can either get one of their already cut, or if you want to have a hand-cut steak like Dr. Chad Case likes to do on the weekend, as that pitch misses low for a ball. 2-0 is the count at Samstown Market right there in the heart of Manatee. Go by and thank them for sponsoring today's action. 2-0 is the count here to Duhan. Indians already strike for 2, looking for more. And that pitch high and outside for a ball. 3-0 now is the count.
They're pitching her the exact same way they pitched AB earlier in this inning. Just trying to stay away and limit any possible damage with the bases loaded.
So imagine the red light to be on here for Duhan. 3-0 pitch. It's in the dirt, and ICC will get the second bases loaded walk of the game today. One of the easiest RBIs of her career there for Duhan. Brown will come around and score, and ICC now leads at 3-0. Still only one out here in the inning, and this will be Shands coming to the plate. But you got to be careful with Shands. She set a team record for most home runs in a game with 3. And that was against
Not a bad
Columbia.
day at the park.
Not at all. ICC hit 6 out of the ballpark in that game. That also set the record for most home runs in a single game. As that pitch missing inside for a ball.
Shan singled back in the second inning to give ICC its first hit of the day.
So Williams getting the call from the dugout. Pitch on its way. This one is fouled off. Look, that one came off Shan's knee or her foot. And I'll say this, somebody that has had numerous foot injuries in life, anything off that top of the foot just hurts. Actually, it looks like she may be rubbing that back knee. So, and then at this age now, Michael, anything that even remotely comes close to hitting me hurts.
That stiff wind coming in from left field probably hurt you.
Absolutely. This one fouled off, and that one catches a little bit of the, I guess the pole down there. And that was a good thing, because if that one goes about another 2 or 3 inches to the right, that's going to be.
The manager was in trouble.
They were looking down writing in that sense, so good to see. No harm, no foul on that one. 1-2 now is the count here to Shands. Listen to that pitch, a little low and outside. Not a bad spot to miss there with a 1-2 count.
Yeah, just trying to get her to chase one down there, and Shan's seeing the ball too well to chase one like that right now.
Appreciate Dr. Allen coming by. Make sure we stay in line up here as he says he's got a 2 o'clock meeting he's got to get to. Imagine that. Dr. Allen stays on the run, but there's going to be a foul ball. We'll stay at 2-2. But, that's one thing you like to see out of your leadership. He wants people to participate, come out to ball games and such. Well, he leads by example.
Indeed.
He knows he's like, hey, I've got about a 30, 45-minute window. I'm going to try to get out, support softball, and then have to go back and do the fun stuff and do a meeting. which I've got a meeting at 3:45, so you'll probably have to take part of the game too.
All right.
I'm glad I said that because I had forgotten. 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be outside, and apparently now it's 3-2 is the count.
Yeah, it was 2-2 before, and that one low and outside is going to run the count full. See what Taylor can do here with a full count, 1 out. Bases are loaded. ICC leads 3-0 over Calhoun in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
So Williams looking for the 2nd out of the inning here. Ducks in the pond for the Indians. Pitch on its way, and this one's fouled back, and we'll keep it here at 3-2.
It's just a little piece of that one. Dribbles it back to the backstop, if you will.
So 3-2 now is the count. Williams looking towards the dugout to get the call here. Bases loaded for the Indians. And it's going to be another.
Floated very high.
Walk that will score another run here, and ICC is cashing in, getting the merry-go-round spinning here.
Number 14, Sadie Stiegel.
That is the 4th straight walk issued by Williams, and right now it's just a tough break here for Calhoun as they just can't find their way out of the inning. Timeout on the field. Let's take it with them and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we do have a call to the bullpen being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank here in Fulton. It's going to be Trinity Britnell, number 5, entering to pitch here for Calhoun. We'll take another break here, a few words from our sponsors, and let you know about the new pitcher here for Calhoun right after this.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the chamber singers, jazz band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
Welcome back as we're here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, 1 out. ICC has got bases still loaded here. And Michael, shouldn't take a whole lot of time. Go ahead and tell us about the new stats here for the pitcher.
Well, this is Trinity Britnell, the right-handed pitcher from Moulton, Alabama. It is her first appearance of the year.
Looks like she goes with a little off-speed pitch. It drifts up high for a ball. She'll be greeted by Stiegel. Big inning here for the Indians if they have put 4 runs on the board after that last bases-loaded walk, actually back-to-back bases-loaded walks, as we'll give you a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update after this. That pitch high for a ball. All 3 of the 4 runs have scored on bases-loaded walks. ICC stole home, catching Calhoun kind of napping, if you will, on that first bases-loaded walk as Jordan McKnight stole home, and that's really your scoreboard update right now, 4-0 ICC. Stiegel just couldn't quite find that one, swing and a miss. Strike 1. This is the 9th batter of the inning here for ICC. As 2-1 now is the count. 1 out, bases loaded here for ICC. Stiegel looks at that one. It's in there for a strike. Nice job.
Right, inside corner on that right-handed batter.
So that's, we said, Britnell in the pitch. Good job coming back to make the count go full at 2-2. Britnell gets the signal, now set to deliver. And Stiegel chases one outside, and a big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there for Britnell, her first of the game. And boy, that really comes at a big time, Michael. Base is still loaded. There is 2 outs here in the inning, but that stops a lot of bleeding for the Warhawks.
Yeah, getting that second out really changes on how you can approach your next batter. This is going to be Green, the left fielder, who led off this inning.
And she grounded out to second to start the inning. So looking to redeem herself here as that pitch called a strike, as we said. He's called that outside corner consistently today, whether it be up or down, but he has called it. So as a batter, you got to know that, especially in tough count situations. Bases loaded here for the Indians. Green at the plate with 2 outs. Fouls that one back, and it was actually off the mask of the home plate umpire, and he's a little wobbly.
Yeah, he's going to need just a second
I'd
there.
say after kind of stepping back a little bit.
Everyone's going to give him that time to.
Yep. So good job there by Cornelius to run the ball out to their pitcher to talk to her for a second. Good job by Green to run down to Coach Owens and talk to him for a second as the umpire just kind of gives everybody the thumbs up, says he's good to go. 0-2 now is the count here on Green. So waiting the 0-2 offering here from Britnell. And she gets back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts, and those were huge as the Indians do put 4 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. We'll take a timeout here from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move now to the top of the 4th inning. 2-3-4 batters due up here for Calhoun, Holcomb, Hancock, and Campbell scheduled up here. ICC takes advantage of just a little bit of struggling pitching that last inning as Indians up 4-0. They did get 2 hits in the inning. A stolen base was a steal on home, but 3 of the 4 runs coming with bases loaded walks. Dribbler right back to the pitcher. No issue on finding that one. The issue was the guy operating the system to have the right camera up, and that guy is me. 1-3 on the putout, though.
We'll have a word with him later.
Yep, we will. And so now with 1 away now, this will bring Hancock, who has the only hit of the day. It was a hard hit ball right back up the middle on a 2-out single back in the first. Since then, Clift has done a good job of kind of keeping all the bats quiet as this one popped up. Third baseman calling everyone off and will make the play.
Good job by Shands. Keep her eye on that one. Move underneath. Call everybody else off on it.
So 2 quick outs now.
Number 6, Corey Campbell.
And this will be Campbell, who struck out swinging to in the first. But yeah, ever since giving up that out, she has not had she's had 1 ball leave the infield.
Yeah, fly out by Humber. And the ground out, couple of ground outs.
She also caught a bunt that came right back to her. Big swing and a miss there for strike 1 as Campbell at the plate here.
And defensively, this is fantastic for ICC to come off that big inning. And if you can go 1-2-3 very quickly, maybe get your momentum continuing back at the plate.
This one's going to be hit, and it's going to drop for a base hit. That one's on you, Michael.
Yeah, we'll trade off for some of those.
That one just over the head of the shortstop, dropped out there in no man's land, and dropped for the second hit of the day. 2 outs and a runner at first, and now this will be Tucker. She tried to lay a bunt down in her only attempt so far. It popped up and went right back to the pitcher for the first out of the 2nd inning. We're here in the top of the 4th. ICC up 4-0. Pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count here to Tucker. Tucker playing in left field, batting in that 5 spot. Got a pretty good little crowd, a good crowd from Calhoun making their way out to the ballpark today.
Yeah, a lot of blue I noticed when I came in today.
That pitch fouled back off the netting. 0-2 now is the count. Of course, Calhoun, it's not that bad of a trip. It's
a little less than 2 hours.
A little less than 2 hours. It's technically, I think the campus is in Tanner, Alabama. It's an aviation school, so it's one of those places when we do go play, we have to kind of play a little bit early because they don't have lights. So 0-2 pitch. That one set up on the outside. Good job there by Campbell to hold off on. 1-2 now is the count. But it's one of those schools that's close in proximity. Always has a good time whenever we're able to go to Calhoun or they come here. So and they're a good team. So they're going to be one of those teams that really prepare us for whenever it comes conference play. That pitch outside, missing 2-2 now is the count.
So this is Tucker, the left fielder at the plate. Campbell's sitting at first after her single into left center.
1-2 pitch. This one's popped up. Trouble, but no. Nice job there as the infield was in, but a good job by Shands going back and making the play. We'll take the timeout. Be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We now head to the bottom of the fourth inning.
13, Maddie Porter.
ICC up in this one 4-0, as it'll be the 1-2-3 batters due up here for ICC. Porter, who is officially no at bat today. She's been hit by a pitch and walked. She's also scored a run. That pitch in there for a strike. Britnell still in the circle here for Calhoun. Well, good job by the Indians to get a pretty quick inning in the top half. They would love to tack on some insurance runs here in the bottom half, but I tell you what, Britnell's come in and doing a great job of filling up the strike zone and really mixing up her speeds and hitting her spots.
Yeah, she's done a fine job so far of catching those corners exactly where this umpire has liked them all day, but she is hitting those spots, as you said.
Yeah, reminds you of a Danny Tanner, or excuse me, not Tanner, that's Full House, Danny Taylor, former pitcher at ICC, who at one time was the all-time save leader, but one of those Coach Kurt would bring in and knew that she wasn't going to blow them away with her speed, but, man, she could. If you held up a quarter at one spot, she'd hit it each time. So not going to talk about where she works now. She's a trainer at another school that's up the road from us, up to the north and the east from us.
Well, everybody's got to eat. Everybody's got to work.
That's true. Count stays 0-2 here to Porter. And she fouls this one back, so we'll sit at 0-2. Well, a nice job finding a piece of that one just to keep the at-bat alive here by Maddie. 0-2 is the count. Outfield pretty much playing her straight away. Center field might be shading a little bit to her right. And that's where she goes with it. Shallow center field. Center fielders want to call everyone off and make the play.
Yeah, she moved in quickly to call the second baseman there.
So a major league pop-up there on that one for out number one.
Up the bat, number
and now
one,
this will bring
Jordan
up Jordan McKnight. McKnight is 1 for 2 on the day. A run scored, a stolen base. She's also hit into a fielder's choice. That was back in the first inning. She singled part of that 4-run third. That pitch missing low for a ball.
Caught Warhawks sleeping and stole home as part of that big third inning.
Right now, a nominee for our play of the game a little bit later on this inning. Of course, we do want to invite you to stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank post-game report coming your way at the conclusion of this one. Got a few more innings before we get there. 1-0 is the count here to McKnight. This one popped up. Third baseman's got a chance and will make the play. Great job of getting a good jump on that one and getting the out for the second out of the inning.
17, Lord Brown.
Seen a lot of great hustle plays over there at third by Hancock.
Yes. She has moved. That's probably her third attempt. You know, one was that diving into the gravel, couldn't quite get there, and a couple others where she's really shown some skills.
This is Brown at the plate. Takes that first pitch in there for a strike. She's 1 for 1 with a run scored and a walk. So she's going to try to see if she can spark the bats here with 2 outs in the inning. Britnell, though, trying to continue to get some quick innings and quick work done here. This one fouled back, and I think that one hit the umpire. Maybe it just skipped off the helmet of the catcher.
Yeah, he's just not taking his mask off, so I think
he seems to be
it
okay.
Came off of Cornelius there.
So I believe the count should go 0-2 now here after that foul ball. So Brown will dig in to a lot of noise. Don't know who that is yelling, but I'm impressed they're able to hold it that long.
Some cicadas.
And that pitch missing low. Calhoun fans wanting it for a strike, but instead.
Catcher tried to walk off.
Yeah.
Pitcher tried to walk off.
And I think the reason why the catcher kind of walked off, there was a good bark by one of the Calhoun fans out there that made it sound like an actual strike 3 call. So 1-2 now is the count. Brown trying to spark a 2-out rally here. Calhoun trying to get a quick inning out of the Indians. 0-2 pitch. This one fouled off, and we'll do it all over again.
Brown keeping her calm, collective, and just continuing to battle and foul off there, stay alive, see what she can get a pitch here from Britnell that she can handle.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Brown lifts this one, but right to the right fielder, and that will be a very quick 3-up, 3-down inning. That's what Calhoun needed as ICC leads it 4-0 after 4 complete. We'll take the timeout and be back with more right after this.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do want to remind you to join us on Saturday, March 15th here at Andy Kirk Field as we host Jones for Strikeout Cancer Day. It'll also be Little Indians Day here at the ballpark. Members of the Little Indians can line up with the team for the national anthem and the run out as well. And they'll also get a tour of the softball complex. And oh, by the way, there'll be snacks on the party deck for those members of the Little Indians squad. You can visit letsgoicc.com, scroll towards the middle of the homepage there. You can see the link if you want to sign up for our Little Indians squad here at ICC. So we're now in the top of the 5th. And ICC up in this one 4-0 as, get all my stuff straight away here. Cliff is still in the circle here. A swing and a miss, and this is Cornelius at the plate with a 1-1 count.
She struck out looking back in the second. Was the 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout victim of the day for Alyssa.
So waiting the 1-1 offering here. This one popped up. It's going to get out of play, and now the count will go 1-2. Speaking of that, Raphael Henry running the camera for us today. Appreciate Raphael and all the work he does. Casey Smith taking photos this afternoon. You can see those on ICCimages.com. And then Cal Brown running our social media updates today. If you're away from your computer or maybe away from the game, you can keep up with everything ICC by following us at Let's Go ICC on your favorite social media platform. That ball just sneaks out of play. McKnight gave chase out there in right field, just couldn't get to it. And so the count will stay at 1-2. Scoreboard showing 2-2, but I've gotten to the saw where every time there's a foul ball, they add a ball.
I think you're correct at 1-2.
So we'll sit at 1-2 here as Cliff continuing in the circle here. She's got 6 Renaissance Bank strikeouts on the day. And that one just missing up high. 2-2 now is the count. I'm Adam Gore. That's Michael Upton here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. If you want to learn more about the ICC Foundation, visit iccms.edu/foundation. That one fouled right back at me. Or if you want to find out more, you can just ask this guy to my left. Michael, tell us a little bit more about Foundation.
Well, the foundation exists to help support the college by receiving any and all gifts and support, whether it is for scholarships for our students, whether it's for athletic support like the Indian Club for this softball team, just whatever you might be interested in, we're there to help you out.
3-2 pitch, and it's fouled off. Nice job by Cornelius to find a piece of that one to keep the at-bat alive. And, of course, you can visit iccms.edu/Indian Club. You can select your teams to give there. Or if you've enjoyed this broadcast enough, you can give to the Sports Information Squad.
Yeah, that is a popular one this time of year. A lot of folks enjoying the services we provide.
Ground ball to the shortstop. Throw across the way is in time. Well, that was a tough play as that was a worm burner that never really got off the ground that time. But a nice job over there by Duhan to collect the out. And while Michael's doing broadcast with us, you can talk to Mr. Jim Ingram to get some more information. Michael, what's that phone number?
The phone number for our office is going to be 662-862-8039.
Swing and a miss there as this is Humber at the plate. She flew out to right field to end the second in her only appearance so far. 0-1 is the count. We're in the top of the 5th inning. ICC up in this one 4-0. This one's fouled off. 0-2 now is the count.
Nice pitch by Cliff there. One that moved inside on her, jammed her up as she swung at it.
So 0-2 the count. 1 out and nobody on here. Cliff getting set to deliver the pitch. And the umpire being friendly there, as that looked pretty good on that outer edge, but didn't give it to Cliff, so it'll be 1-2 now is the count here to Humber. Guess he's going to say it was a little bit too up for his liking. 1-2 now, pitch on its way, and there's going to be a grounder. Stegall finds it, steps on the bag for out number 2. Nice job there. That one wasn't necessarily hit too hard, but it had a pretty good pace down the line that time, but Sadie playing in on the bag.
Yeah, and thankfully for ICC, it's stayed fair as well. Usually one coming off the bat like that can kind of get a spin and cut out, but went right to Sadie's glove.
So 2 away now as Calhoun trying to spark a 2-out rally here in the top of the 5th, trailing 4-0. That one line drive, and it's going to go foul for strike 1.
This is Barker, the right fielder. She grounded out to second base to lead off the 3rd inning in her only plate appearance so far.
She's got an 0-1 count here. We do want to remind you of some of our other sponsors today. Bank Okolona, a proud sponsor of this afternoon's action. The ICC Wesley Foundation. As that pitch up high for a ball. They were running today's concession stand, but kind of short-handed, so they weren't able to stay for both games today. But do appreciate Zach and all the crew out there at the ICC Wesley Foundation for all they do to support the college. Also, the ICC Baptist Student Union. And they're going to say she did go around on that one. 1-2 now is the count here on Barker. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. ICC trying to get a 3-up, 3-down inning here in the top of the 5th, leading 4-0. Cliff gets the signal, delivers the pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout there for Cliff, her 7th of the game. We'll take a timeout, be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
That's what you do.
say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Bag number 19, A.B. Marler.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. ICC up in this one 4-0, as it will be Marler, Nichols, and Duhan scheduled up here for ICC in the bottom of the 5th. Well, we'd get started if our coach would get where he's supposed to be right now.
He's trying. The umpire was kind enough to go out and clean the plate to allow him opportunity to get down to third. Brings up A.B. Marlar, the designated player, to lead off this inning.
Marlar walked that drove in a run. She also scored part of that 4-run 4th inning. Listen to that pitch in there for a strike. I tell you what, Britnell has looked good for this being her first appearance of the year, we think, according to the stats.
According to the stats we have.
She has looked good. She has struck out 2 and has got some quick 3-up, 3-down inning. So has not been really roughed up any. As this one, I might have just jinxed her. I did. That is going to be a solo home run by Marlar.
No doubt.
To start the inning there. Yeah, you heard one of the fans down below us say goodbye as soon as it was on the bat. And Marlar smashes a home run to start the inning here for ICC.
And that is exactly why they pitched around her with the bases loaded last time. They did not want that happening.
Her second RBI of the game, her second run scored as well. And so ICC able to take advantage, cash in with the long ball, and they're up 5-0 now. And this will be Lakin Nichols at the plate. 0 for 1 today as she tried to bunt, and it was a close play over at first. Got her by about a half a step, probably even less than a half a step, as that first pitch high for a ball.
She did come in to pinch run in the 3rd inning. She was pitch hit for, but she got back in to run.
Yeah, HR came in to hit for, and then she re-entered the game to run. And that one got her. They're going to say, did she go? And the infield umpire said she did not.
Up the bat, number 20, Ella Duhan.
Second time that has been a hit by pitch today. And now this will bring Duhan to the plate. So Duhan will dig in with no outs, runner at first. ICC's already struck for another run off the long ball from Marlar. And the Calhoun coach is
first base umpire still says no, she did not go around.
So the Calhoun coach continued the conversation, and they did what they were supposed to. They appealed down to first. She didn't hesitate, said that she did not go. And even off the second appeal, she kind of with a little bit more authority said she did not go. So a runner on first now. This is going to be Duhan at the plate. That pitch missing low for a ball.
Low and inside there just a little bit. Duhan, one of the several players who walked and got an RBI back in the 3rd. She was left at second when the inning ended.
So waiting the 1-0 pitch here. Duhan, boy, she wanted that one. Throw down to second is in time. No, they're going to say missed with the tag.
Said it off to the side.
So a nice slide there as the throw was in plenty of time. It was a nice slide to avoid the tag there by Lakeland. And so now she's at second. No outs. 1-1 is the count. Tried a little hit and run there that time. 1-1 pitch. That one goes outside. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs.
Duhan looking to get her second RBI of the day if she gets something down and to the outfield. A lot of speed there at second from Nichols.
This one popped up straight behind us here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Again, visit iccms.edu/foundation to find out how you can help contribute to Itawamba Community College. As the count now goes, showing 1 and 2 on the board. Got it as 2 and 2. As this one lifted, could be trouble. Center fielder's going to have to come in and will show off some great speed. And then the snap throw back to second. Made it a little bit more interesting than it should have been.
Up the bat, number 18, Taylor Shands.
And so now with 1 out in the inning, this will bring Shands to the plate. Runner unable to advance there. Tell you what, Michael, you look out there in the center field by Hall. I'm not saying that was a routine play, but she's got good speed to be able to get that one and really make it look easy.
Yeah, we've seen her make a lot of plays from center, showing off her speed. That one, and she came screaming in and called off the second baseman earlier, was an impressive play as well.
Shands looks at that pitch inside for a ball. She is 1 for 1 on the day with a walk and an RBI. She drew a bases loaded walk, part of that 4-run third inning. Got a 1-0 count. Fouls this one right back at me, and now the count goes 1-1. Remind you to stay tuned. We'll have the Renaissance Bank post-game report coming your way. We'll take a look at some stats, highlights, and more, part of the Renaissance Bank post-game report. Then we'll have a special presentation in between the game that you can stick around for, so we will not break away from the broadcast, and we'll be back with Game 2 after that. Ball in the dirt. 2-1 now is the count. So Shands, the third baseman, digging in with a 2-1 count. Runner at second. ICC up 5-0 after the solo home run by Marler to start the inning. Beautiful pitch inside there for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second. As you said, anything down to the outfield should score Nichols without an issue, as she's got tons of speed out there. That one hops across. Wild pitch will allow Nichols to advance over to third. And so now, big time opportunity here for Shands to pick up this RBI with a 2-2 count. Runner at third here for the Indians after that wild pitch. And this one fouled back. Nice job finding a piece of that one. Good pitch on the inside hands that time by Britnell.
Yeah, good motion to come in on her. But Shands gets just enough to foul it off there.
So 2-2 will stay the count after that foul ball. 1 out and a runner at third here for the Indians. Britnell getting it set to deliver. This one popped up and it will get out of play.
Almost landed on the party deck.
And so the count will stay at 2-2. Nice little battle going here between Shands and Britnell. 1 out in the inning. Marler started the inning off with a solo home run to left center. So awaiting the 2-2 offering here from Shands. Time is taken. Then it was a hit by pitch to Nichols. She stole second, advanced to third on a wild pitch. So 1 out here, and ICC trying to add to the lead. This pitch popped up, and it's going to go into the stands, and this one does land in the party deck. As some of the students kind of scattered there. It's good to be home. Good to see some fans out here in the party decks on both sides. Got some of the Calhoun faithful taking advantage of the point of view, and Michael, it's hard to think this is only our 3rd game at home this season.
I know, considering that this is the 18th game of the year. Coach Owens wanted to road test his team early, and that he did.
That pitch up high for a ball. Good eye there, boy. That was a tough one by anybody to hold off on there. Shands thought about pulling the trigger, but instead elected to hold off on it. So now the count goes 3-2. Full count here, runner at third, 1 out. Shands at the plate. Nichols at third here for the Indians. Britnell's pitch fouled off, and again, the battle continues here. That was a good pitch. I mean,
yeah, that
again,
was another one of those that was going to come inside, and Shands with 2 strikes not going to take one on that corner again, so she slaps it out there, foul.
So 3-2 stays the count here to Shands. Runner at third here for the Indians, already up 5-0, trying to add to it here. A swing and a miss. Nice battle there as Britnell fired up, getting the Renaissance Bank strikeout there for the second out of the inning, her third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. And, Michael, that was a big one.
It was, in order to get to that second out, limit the opportunity to get that runner from third on anything. Brings up Sadie Stegall, the first baseman.
Stegall 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a ground out to third. Looking to redeem herself here. 2 outs, a runner at third. That pitch missing low for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third here for the Indians. They're up 5-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Game 1 of 2 this afternoon here from Fulton. Stegall fouls this one back off the netting. And 1-1 now will go the count. See some fans still making their way out to the ballpark. A lot of people now kind of shifting with the sun, trying to stay with the shade here.
Yeah, some of our party deck fans moving to a different location.
1-1 pitch. Missing low and inside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. So Stegall trying to spark a little bit of a 2-out rally here. See if the Indians can get this run across over at third. That's Nichols, who was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and advanced on the wild pitch to get to third. And a little off-speed pitch there. 2-2 now is the count. And Britnell, and she has done a great job just locating and changing her speed. And really, other than the pitch to Marlar and then the hit by pitch to Nichols, she really hasn't struggled a whole lot today.
No, she came in a tight situation in the third and worked Calhoun out of the jam and worked out of her own jam here.
Pop up on the infield, third baseman calling everyone off and will make the play. ICC gets 1 run on 1 hit, no errors and 1 left on base. We'll head to the top of the 6th, but before we do that, we'll take a break, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Welcome back to action now as we head to the top of the 6th inning. ICC up in this one 5-0. New batter at the plate here for Calhoun, as this is going to be number 14. I've got that as Wallace.
Addison Wallace, an infielder, Anderson, Alabama.
She took that first pitch as a strike. We got some stats on her. We'll talk about those after this pitch. Swing and a miss there.
Batting .333 on the year, has 7 runs on 11 hits. She's got a pair of doubles and a pair of home runs as well.
So she's working with the 0-2 count here. Cliff getting set to deliver. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout there, the 8th of the game for Alyssa, which is right around her per game average. And so now with 1 out in the inning, this is going to be Hall coming to the plate. She's 0 for 2 on the game with a pair of swinging strikeouts.
Alyssa's had her number so far.
Shows bunt, it's a beauty. Shands comes up, makes the play in time for the out. Nice job by the second baseman covering there, 5-4 on the putout for those of you that might be scoring at home. And so quickly 2 away.
Well, doesn't everybody have a scorebook at home that they're keeping it up? I mean,
Probably so. That's a old habit of mine. And, of course, anytime I go to an MLB game, I always tell myself, you're not going to score the game. You're going to sit here and enjoy the game. What do I end up doing? Scoring the game.
Well, sometimes that is how you enjoy it.
That's true. So with 2 outs now, this is going to be a ground ball to the third, and the throw over is in time, as I believe that was Holcomb. So back-to-back putouts there by the third baseman. Gets a very quick 3-up, 3-down inning there in the top of the 6th. We'll take a break here, a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best star here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we quickly move to the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC up in this one 5-0 over visiting Calhoun. It was a solo home run to start the bottom of the 5th inning. As it looks like the umpire might be getting some changes in here.
Yeah, ICC's like they're going to have a pinch batter here. Taylor Graham is going to come in place of Green.
So Graham will come in to bat here. She's a reverse. And so they're going to re-enter the player that
subbed out
for Calhoun. This is going to be Taylor Graham. I believe she's a reverse transfer from Grambling State coming in for ICC.
Batting .333 on the year for the Indians. She's got 7 hits, 11 runs scored, 7 RBIs.
So she'll try to start the Indians off here. Shows bunt, lays it down. It's going to go foul for strike 1. Well, I tell you what, Cornelius has been impressive behind the plate. She really got up and actually had a chance to throw that one down, but after she let it go foul. But she has been sharp behind the plate today.
Yeah, we've seen her make a number of good plays, and her framework has been impressive too, really trying to help her pitchers out.
0-1 pitch, this time swinging, popped up, could be trouble. Shortstop goes over and makes the play, nearly pops out of her glove, but able to hang on to it for out number 1. Nice job over there at short by Haynes.
She pretty much overran it and had to go back over her left shoulder as she made the final catch. Like you said, held on there. Now the Calhoun coach is going to come out, have a conversation with his pitcher.
Reading the circle, let's hear from Guaranteed Bank and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
New pitcher in the game here for Calhoun is going to be Bailey Mills checking in, wearing number 25. We'll take another timeout and come back and look at her stats right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're here in the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC up 5-0. Mills taking the circle here for Calhoun. We'll let her get this first pitch, and then we'll take a look at some stats on Mills. as this is Porter who will welcome her to the contest.
Mills comes in with a 3.82 ERA in 3 appearances. She has no record yet. She's pitched 7.1 innings, has given up 16 hits, 6 runs. 4 of those have been earned. She's walked 2 and struck out 6.
That pitch missing low and inside for a ball. 2-0 is the count. Our good buddy Steve Diffie checking in from down at Holmes. He'll have our basketball games coming your way tonight, so you'll want to be sure and check out Steve and his crew over there at Holmes, doing a good job, as he'll have both those games coming your way this evening on, I think it's homeccmedia.com is where you can watch that one. That pitch inside, 3-0 now is the count here on Porter. She is 0 for 1 on the day, has been hit by a pitch. She's walked and scored a run. So Mills getting set to deliver the 3-0 pitch here. The off-speed pitch, nice job coming in there, finding the zone. Red light was on for Porter that time. 3-1 now is the count. Nobody on. There is 1 out after a nice play by the shortstop in foul territory to retire Graham to start the inning. 3-1 pitch. And that one called a strike. Maddie thought it was on the outside. Umpire a little generous there.
A little bit of a delay also is what caused her to think that she had the call, and he didn't call it immediately.
So now the count goes full at 3-2 here. And that one looked like more of a strike than the previous pitch.
I agree.
And so the
Cornelius
catcher, she
having
was
a conversation to understand what she can do to help her pitcher there.
Well, the only thing she can do, in my opinion, to help the pitcher is call it a strike. Because that one looked good, so a break there for the Indians.
Up the bat, number 1, Jordan McKnight.
As Porter will reach for the second time today on a walk. And now this will bring McKnight coming to the plate. McKnight 1 for 3 with a single. She has scored a run, stole a base. That's when she scored. Earlier is when she stole that base. She was called for leaving early on a steal attempt, as that bunt's going to go foul for strike 1. And then popped up to third in foul territory in her most recent at bat. 0-1 now is the count here to McKnight. Been meaning to talk about this for a little while, Michael, but the field looking outstanding this afternoon.
Yeah, our field crew does such a fantastic job with all our facilities. Really has baseball and softball looking nice.
Bunt laid down back to the pitcher, throw across the way. Is it in time? Yes, it is. Snap throw to second will not be in time. A sliding effort there by McKnight. Couldn't get it in there, but a nice job by Mills defending the circle, getting the out. Runner does advance to second in that situation. There is 2 outs now. And this will be Lauren Brown coming to the plate for the Indians.
She's 1 for 2 on the day. A walk, a single, a run scored later. Also flew out to right field in the 4th.
That pitch finds the outside for a strike. As we said, the umpire's been consistently calling that pitch both ways today. So if you're getting that 2-strike count, you got to know you've got to protect that side of the dish. 0-1 to count here to Brown. Hammers this one, but it's going to go foul back and out of play. 0-2 now is the count here for Brown. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Runner at second here for the Indians. ICC up 5-0 here. Slow roller, first baseman picks it up in foul territory. Big time break there for the Indians.
Yeah, like I said earlier about the pitch that went right to Sadie. We were glad that one stayed fair. That one just cut out right before the first baseman could get a hold of it.
So the count will stay 0-2 with 2 outs and a runner at second. That's Porter. She's got good speed. That pitch runs inside and low for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. Wind shifting a little bit now, blowing from left to right. 1-2 pitch, and this one fouled off, and we'll sit at 1-2 once again.
Yeah, went from the inside pitch trying to send her outside. She gets a piece of it to stay alive. Not going to allow herself to get called on that outside corner.
So 1-2 is the count here. Porter is at second. Brown at the dish here for the Indians. Knifes this one out to the left fielder. She will step into it, reel it in, and get the out to end the inning. The Indians get no runs on No hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll head to the 7th. ICC 3 outs away to pick up the win here in game 1. See if they can do it, or does Calhoun have a run in them? We'll find out. Back with more right after this.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 7th inning. ICC trying to hang on and pick up a win here in game 1. As they're up 5-0. It'll be Hancock, Campbell, and Tucker scheduled up here for Calhoun in the top of the 7th inning. Cliff staying in the circle, and that pitch in there for strike.
Right where that umpire has liked it all day.
Stay tuned. At the conclusion of this one, we'll have the Renaissance Bank post-game report coming your way. We'll select our Samstown Market star of the game and more. Part of the Game 1 post-game report brought to you by Renaissance Bank. Yep, went on that one. 0-2 now is the count. Brother Chris tuning in today.
Yes. Always glad to have Chris Burrows checking in on us and imparting his wisdom.
So waiting the 0-2 toss here and foul back. So we'll sit at 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. And no outs, as this is Hancock starting us off here. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout. The 9th of the game, there for Cliff. She's already eclipsed the 70 mark on the season. I believe she just needed 3 of those coming into the game, so she has looked sharp today per usual.
Only 2 of these Warhawk batters has she not struck out.
Hard hit ball, but it's going to be pulled foul down the line for strike 1. She's pitched well. She's given up 2 hits, no runs so far. Has struck out 9. Last time I talked about her only giving up X amount of hits, she gave up a hit. So if that happens here, Alyssa's not going to be too happy with me. That pitch just missing.
A little bit low. Good work by Porter to try to lift it up there, but not going to get that call today. Umpire's been pretty good about those as well.
This is Campbell. She did have a hit back in the 4th. She singled. She also struck out. Swing and a miss there. And so now the count will go 1-2. The scoreboard has been quite off today as we've been trying to keep up with it. But now I believe the count goes 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
It's her 2nd time of the day to be a Renaissance Bank strikeout victim to Cliff.
10 of those this afternoon here in game 1 for Cliff. Looks like we'll have a new batter coming in here for Calhoun. This is going to be number 1. Got that as Madison Rickman coming in to bat here for the Warhawks. As they get her subbed in and see if she can spark a little bit of a 2-out rally here for the Warhawks. Here, go ahead.
She's only had 7 plate appearances so far. Doesn't have 1 hit, and that was a triple, and an RBI triple at that.
And so the umpire giving her time to get situated here as we get her to dig in here. 2 outs, nobody on. That first pitch high for a ball, 1-0 is the count.
Rickman is a sophomore infielder from Arab, Alabama.
Working with a 1-0 pitch. Ooh, big, healthy swing and a miss there. Boy, she makes contact with that one. Look out at the Davis Event Center. She took a healthy chop there. 1-1 now is the count with 2 outs.
Yeah, I might have traveled out to those guys playing disc golf out in the distance.
Pitch missing low for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Make sure that's not Joey Bowen out there. He's an avid disc golfer. Actually runs some tournaments as well. 2-1 pitch. Couldn't catch up with the rise ball there. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. ICC trying to close the door here on game 1. Cliff getting set to deliver the pitch to Rickman. And that one just up and outside that time. 3-2 now is the count. So count full here to Rickman. She's trying to extend the inning either with a hit or a walk. 3-2 pitch on its way. In there for strike 3. 11th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game, and ICC wins it 5-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the Renaissance Bank postgame report. Lady Indians win it 5-0 here in game 1. Back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score here in Game 1. ICC picks up the 5-0 win here as we open up the Renaissance Bank postgame report. Michael, your thoughts on Game 1?
Well, we saw a dominant pitching performance by Alyssa Clift on the mound for ICC. And then on the other side of the ball, you saw ICC take advantage of a third inning where the pitcher for Calhoun just struggled to find the corners and just walked a lot of folks, and ICC able to get several runs there, and then a big home run from Marlar to cap it off. But I think the tail of the game really was Clift really silencing the Calhoun bats.
ICC improves to 15-3 on the year, and Calhoun falls to 9-6. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for Calhoun. ICC 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors as well there for the Indians. And that was something that kind of was the Indians' not to say downfall, but kind of what they struggled with early in the season. Good to see them kind of clear up things there defensively a little bit, Michael.
Indeed. Anytime you can play good, clean ball, and there were a number of ground balls in play, and everything was clean, especially good work at third and short from Duhan and Chans.
Take a look at some of these highlights from today's games being brought to you by Little Caesars right here in Fulton. We got a little meat left on the bone, so we got to name our Samtown Market Star of the game. And Michael, you and I both kind of talked about this, and I don't think there's very much question about it. Another outstanding outing there by Alyssa Cliff today. She'll be our Samtown Market Star of the game.
Indeed, she has 11 Renaissance Bank strikeouts, only allowed 2 hits, no runs, and let me double check. I don't believe she walked anyone today.
I
either,
do not
so
know.
No
She
walks
did not.
either. So really just impressive performances we've come to see from her all year now that she goes to 8-0 on the year.
Yeah, sophomore staying steady there for ICC. Well, that's going to do it here for the Renaissance Bank post-game report. Remind you, next time you have a meal, make Samstown Market your star of that meal by visiting them on Main Street there in Manatee. Samstown Market, a proud sponsor of today's action. ICC wins it by the final score of 5-0 here in Game 1. Gives about 30 minutes, and we should be back with Game 2 here from Fulton on the ICC Sports Network.